guidelines for opening up more activities in non-containment zones come into force today. President Ramnath Kovind's message on the eve of Gandhi Jayanti. COVID-19 recovery rate in the country reaches 83.53%. No let-up in COVID-19 pandemic situation in northeastern states. Indian Meteorological Department predicts heavy rains and thunderstorms in northeastern states till October 5th. And Assam flood situation remains unchanged, near about 3 lakh people affected. Good evening and welcome to the Northeast News. This is Joshna Borua with the news in detail. Home Ministry has issued new guidelines for opening up of more activities in areas outside the containment zones. These guidelines, which come into effect from Thursday, further extends the process of reopening of several activities in the country. Starting from Thursday, states and union territories have been directed not to impose any local lockdown outside containment zones without prior consultation with the central government. There will be also no restriction on interstate and intrastate movement of goods and persons as well. All activities have been permitted outside containment zones, barring international travel of passengers, except as permitted by Home Ministry. Under the new guidelines, cinema halls and theatres have been allowed to reopen with 50% capacity starting from 15th October. Meanwhile, Home Ministry has informed that strict lockdown will, however, continue in all the containment zones in the country till 31st October. Directorate General of Civil Aviation DGCA has extended till October 31st the suspension of scheduled international commercial passenger services to and from India. However, international cargo flights and passenger flights approved by the government will continue. DGCA said international scheduled flights may be allowed on selected routes on case-to-case basis. The announcement comes after Home Ministry issued fresh guidelines under the Unlock 5 plan, in which it mentioned that international air travel of passengers will not be permitted in the current phase of unlock except as permitted by government. Earlier on Wednesday, Civil Aviation Ministry added more destinations, including Bhutan and Kenya, to the list of countries where Indians can fly under the Air Bubble Agreement. Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank has said that implementation plan of the National Education Policy 2020 is under preparation with due consultation with various stakeholders. He said the implementation will be carried out as per the timelines envisaged in the policy. Responding to queries of the students through Twitter today, the minister said multidisciplinary and holistic education will be introduced phase-wise. He said national education policy has put great emphasis on the use of technology and online education for children. He added that online platforms such as Swayam Prabha and Diksha will be expanded in the future. The President of India, Ramnath Kovind, has issued a message to the nation on the eve of Gandhi Jayanti. In his message, the President has said, on the occasion of the 151st anniversary of our father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, I pay homage to him on behalf of our grateful nation. On 2nd October every year, Gandhiji is remembered not only in India but all over the world. He remains a source of inspiration for all the humanity. His life story empowers and strengthens the weaker section of the society. His message of truth, not violence, and love paves the way for the welfare of the world by bringing about harmony and equality in the society. His values were as relevant yesterday as are today and will remain so in the future. People now realize that a solution to the biggest of problems can be found through the path of goodwill and tolerance as suggested by Gandhiji. The onslaught by the COVID-19 pandemic has hit the northeastern region with reports on newly hit cases. Active and recovered cases have evoked mixed reactions. While Assam has 34,496 active cases, the dead account for 697. Tripura has accounted for 5,691 active cases. It has 20,092 cured cases. The dead account for 277. The active cases in Arunachal Pradesh has touched 2,890, even as 6,890 have been cured. Death toll is 16. In Manipur, the active cases number 2,456, while the released cases are 8,460. 65 persons have died. Meghalaya has 1,615 active cases, 3,975 cured cases, with a death tally at 49. With 672 active cases in Sikkim, the released number stands at 2,303. Nagaland has 1,080 active cases, 5,066 cured cases and 17 deaths. Mizoram has 420 active cases, 1,597 cured cases and 0 dead tally. In Assam, the COVID-19 pandemic situation is still alarming as number of coronavirus infected persons have increased in rapid pace in the last few days. In terms of the existing COVID-19 impact on Assam, the active cases have been pegged at 34,496, even as cured cases have reached 1,45,615. Assam Health and Family Welfare Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma in a tweet said 3,590 COVID-positive cases were detected out of 1,48,780 tests on Wednesday. He added that the COVID-19 positivity rate in Assam is 2.41% on Wednesday. The total number of infected cases has touched 1,80,811. The COVID-19 death toll in the state increased to 697. The government today said that the country's recovery rate among the COVID-19 patients has reached 83.53%. During the last 24 hours, more than 85,000 COVID patients have recovered. Health Ministry said the total number of recoveries has reached over 52.73 lakh. The constantly increasing recoveries have ensured that the actual caseload of the country has reduced and currently comprises only 14.90% of the total positive cases. India's COVID-19 tally has crossed 63 lakh with 86,821 new infections being reported in a day. Presently, the total number of active cases in the country is 9,40,000. The ministry said effective implementation of Centre's strategic and graded test, track, treat approach has led to higher recoveries and lower fatality. Currently, India's case fatality rate is 1.56%, which is one of the lowest globally. In the last 24 hours, 1,181 deaths have been reported, taking the toll to 98,678. The coronavirus in the world has infected 3,41,85,386 persons, while cured cases have been pegged at 2,54,46,698. The global COVID-19 death toll has increased to 10,19,165. United States continues to be at the top of the tally of the number of coronavirus infected persons with 74,47,693. The people of northeastern states are likely to experience inclement weather till October 5th as Indian Meteorological Department has predicted heavy rain and thunderstorm likely to occur in the region in the same period. Issuing a yellow alert, the IMD has warned heavy rainfall in Assam and Meghalaya, which may deteriorate the flood situation in Assam. Thunderstorms with lightning and heavy rain are likely to occur at isolated places in Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur and Tripura from October 1st to 5th. Meanwhile, the flood situation in Assam remained unchanged in the past 24 hours, with the Brahmaputra and some of its tributaries flowing above the danger level. Near about 3 lakh populace have been affected across 14 revenue circles in 12 districts of Dhemaji, Bishwanath, Gwalpara, Kamrup, Hojai, Morigaon, Nagaon, Golaghat, Sibsagar, Dibrugarh, Tinsukia and West Karbi Anglong. Personnel from the NDRF, SDRF and the IWT are working round the clock in their quest to offset the damage by the unrelenting floods. In the Nagaon district, the floodwaters of Kopili River have created havoc as surging waters have inundated vast areas in the district. In the Gwalpara district, floodwaters have inundated vast agricultural lands in the district. In Assam, BJP leader and one of the prime suspects in sub-inspector's examination scam, Dibon Deka, was arrested in Borpeta district last night. He was absconding following the leak of written examination paper for the post of sub-inspector. He was arrested at Patasarkusi in Borpeta district. Deka, along with one retired Deputy Inspector General of Police, P.K. Datta, are suspected to be involved in the scam. Police raided several hotels belonging to Datta. Over 20 persons have been arrested so far by the CID and crime branch of Assam Police in this connection. The Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal has already said that no one will be spared if found guilty in the scam. The written examination was cancelled following the leak of the question paper, and a new date of examination will be announced later. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged the people to participate in the My NEP competition to become a part of the educational transformation of India. In a tweet today, Modi said, "This competition is an interesting way of sharing unique aspects about the National Education Policy 2020." And that's all in this bulletin. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.